Hi, welcome to Learn English and Practice with Marie. Today we're going to do some vocabulary flashcards together. I've got this huge box of flashcards and I picked 10 random ones. And what we'll do is we'll go through, we'll review the meaning of each word. There's an example for each word. I'll talk about it a little bit and explain it. And we'll just have a casual, fun time going through these words and studying together. This is the third of these lessons. Let's get going. First, we have the word pristine. It's an adjective. This word means pure, uncorrupted. An example is, it was fun to take the first steps in the pristine snowdrift. So something that's pristine is untouched. It's in absolutely perfect condition. So collectors of Star Wars figurines, for example, might really value having their figurines in pristine condition. Another word for that is mint condition. So if it's a figurine that's in the box that doesn't have any tears or scratches or markings, where clearly it's in absolute perfect condition, we could say, hey, that figurine is in pristine condition. It must be worth a lot. And a synonym for this word is unsullied. Next word is havoc. It's a noun. This means great destruction or devastation. An example is, the tornado wreaked havoc on the town, leaving rubble where houses once stood. So this word havoc means the same thing as chaos, destruction, and havoc can be used in very serious contexts, like we saw with a natural disaster with this example. But also, if there's political unrest or protests or fighting in the street, you'd say, oh, the society's in a state of chaos. They're wreaking havoc in the streets. And that would be a proper use of this word. Also, you can use it a little more lightly by saying, oh boy, these kids are tearing up this house. They are causing havoc. So that is a good use of that word as well. And it's a little less serious, but still means chaos and destruction. And the synonym here is ruin. Next, we have the word devoid, and it's an adjective. So this means not possessing. An example is, after 3 hours at the gym, Don was devoid of all energy. So to be devoid of something means simply to not have something. All right. And this example is perfect. I can relate to it. After a long day at work, I am devoid of any energy or interest in doing much of anything. I just want to sit on my couch like a lump. But also you can be devoid of like empathy or devoid of pretty much everything. So if you're lacking in something, you're devoid. Or you might say that, oh boy, that teacher is devoid of any sort of enthusiasm. I think this is probably going to be a boring class. A synonym here is the word lack. Next, we have the word compliant, and this is an adjective. You'll notice that it's very easy to confuse this word right here, compliant, with the word complaint, which is a very common word in American English. But compliant has a totally different meaning. What it means is complying or yielding in a submissive way. An example is, a compliant child, Chelsea does everything her mother tells her. So to be compliant means to comply. It means to go along with whatever is being asked of you. So children are expected to be compliant, and it can be a little patronizing for adults to be expected to be compliant. But, in an office setting, at work, sometimes you have to be compliant with policies that maybe you're not that enthusiastic about, but you have to do them and you have to comply. And usually this word compliant doesn't really mean that you are liking what you're doing, but it does mean that you are obeying, right? And a synonym here is the word submissive. Next, we have the word tenacious. All right, and it's an adjective. So this word tenacious means holding fast, stubborn. An example is, the team was tenacious, finally defeating its opponent in double overtime. So I love this example because this word is really energized. It means putting in effort, not giving up, and sticking with something. And Jack Black actually has a band called Tenacious D, and that band is so much fun. All right, but they're high energy, and I think the name is very fitting. So last time I'd say I was tenacious was when I was finishing school. You know, in spite of many obstacles, I finished school because I was being tenacious and making sure I completed all of my assignments that were required for graduation. Synonyms include determined, unyielding. Next, we have the word estrangement. It's a noun. So this word means state of being separated or kept at a distance. And an example is, his estrangement from his wife and kids made Lance realize how much he missed them all. So to be estranged, or this word here, estrangement, means that the relationship is not close. It's a distant relationship. It's one that is strained and not formed closely. Maybe it was close at one point, but those individuals have parted ways in terms of their relationship. So a lot of times adult children will become estranged from their parents if their parents weren't very kind to them as they were growing up. And there will be these estranged relationships that make family dynamics really difficult. Synonyms include alienation, divorce. Next, we have loquacious. It's an adjective. This is a perfect word for us as we are learning more vocabulary. So this means tending to talk too freely or too much. An example is, Loquacious Lucy bought a big cell phone plan. So to be loquacious means to talk quite a bit, to be very wordy, to be very free-flowing with communication. So someone who's loquacious will go on and on and on and never stop when they're talking. So definitely learning these advanced words will help you be loquacious in American English. A synonym is talkative. Right. Next, we have the word refinement. It's a noun. What this means is fineness or elegance of feeling, taste, manners, etc. And an example is, the reception hall was decorated with the utmost refinement and elegance. So refinement is associated with elegance, with class, with beauty, with social graces. You would assume that a queen would have a table setting that is incredibly refined. The royalty and people of wealth definitely value refinement, or at least stereotypically they do. If you're getting married, there's a good chance you're going to hope there's a level of refinement at the ceremony, at the reception. You're going to want things to be very nice. Synonyms include elegance, gentility. Next, we have discord. It's a noun. This means lack of harmony. So an example here is, conversations between Marla and her sisters often turned from peace to discord without warning. So discord means conflict, disagreement. There's a lot of tension in this word. So if I walk into a room and there's conflict, tension, and people are unhappy, I don't want to be there. I do not like being around discord. And unfortunately, discord can happen easily because people disagree. So I think an instance where I experienced discord was when I was in line at a store and the line was extremely long, but the store only had one cash register open, the people in the line were complaining. They were getting frustrated. They were exclaiming loudly how annoying it was that there's only one cashier cashing people out when they could see other employees around the store. So that was an instance of discord. A synonym is dissent. Lastly, we have affable, and this is an adjective. So I like this word. It has very positive associations. It means easy to approach or talk to. An example is, Alan's affable personality makes him the perfect customer service representative. So to be affable means to be friendly, to be kind, to be warm. When you're interacting with someone, you hope they're affable. You want to have those nice interactions. Synonyms are agreeable, good-natured. So those are our words for today. There will be more videos like this, and I'll put playlists and videos right here. If you enjoyed this lesson, just know there's going to be more. So subscribe if you liked it. And also note that there are a lot of very formal videos on this channel about vocabulary and other topics as well. So check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.